Namaskar. Welcome to Vision of Asia Voice of the Community. I'm Ashok Vyas and today is 15th August. 75th Independence Day of India. Jai Hind. Bharat Mata Ki Jai. These are the chants frequently heard not just in India but in America also and several parts of the world where people observed, celebrated and took pride in this democratic festival of Bharat. We'll have reports from Oak Tree Road on India Day Parade, our weekly this week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, another report on India Day Parade held at Hicksville, another important conversation related to resignation of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Akash Negi succeeded in climbing Everest, yes, and he was here in New Jersey at Royal Albert Palace interacting with Indian community member. Report on that event as well as we will also have director who is directing Disney film Spin, Manjari. So all this coming up right after these short messages. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Vision of Asia Voice of the Community on ITV Gold, and enthusiasm is in the air. 75th Independence Day of India is being celebrated with a lot of enthusiasm. And while you have seen some festivities from India, here we bring a report of India Day Parade, which was organized by IBA near Oak Tree Road. And theme this year focused on frontline workers and healthcare professionals. Reason you are well aware, COVID-19 seems to be going, and yet this Delta variant has brought back the need to wear mask and follow certain protocol, certain norms. So all that and much more with this report from Oak Tree Road on India Day Parade.
Thank you, ITV, for being here right on Oak Tree Road. As you know, this is Oak Tree Road is the heartbeat of the Indian community in the entire United States of America, and I could not be more excited to be running for mayor of Edison, New Jersey. The governor is right behind me, along with my council candidate, Margot Harris.
Hi, everyone.
And thank you for covering this wonderful event.
Listen, I'm thrilled to be back at the India Independence Day Parade, sponsored by the Indian Business Association. This is the 17th annual version. I've probably done this 5 or 6 times myself. It's a great day here in Edison and then in Woodbridge in Middlesex County. It's a great day in New Jersey. The Indian community is one of the largest and fastest growing in our entire state. I made one of my very few state visits since my time as governor to India, and the ties are deep. Educational, commercial, cultural, strategically between our governments. There's a lot to be happy about, and there's a lot to celebrate today, even as we are still in this pandemic, which has crushed India and has crushed the Indian American community here in New Jersey. But this is a day to celebrate, and I'm thrilled to be here.
Hi, this is Congressman Frank Pallone. I'm really happy to be here today for the annual Indian Independence Day Parade. The rain disappeared and the sun is out. We're about to begin the parade, and we're so proud of the Indian American community and all their achievements. Thanks again.
Hi, this is Biral Patel, member of Edison Township Board of Education. What an amazing moment here. Thank you to the Indian Business Association for this amazing India Day parade. Last year we skipped the parade because of COVID, but it's nice to see everyone here on the road. And thanks to Governor Murphy and everyone else who joined together, all the Middlesex County Democratic Organization and every other person or organization who helped join this parade. Very good job. Thank you so much, everyone who joined, everyone who is viewing this parade at home.
Hello, this is Upendra Chivukula, New Jersey Board of Public Utilities Commissioner, at the joining the Edison and Hicksville Oak Tree Road Parade. India celebrating India's 75th anniversary, and all the dignitaries, various elected officials, candidates from around New Jersey, they are all here. And New Jersey, Edison and Hicksville section of Woodbridge are the heart of and mainland of Indian American community. I am so proud to be representing the Indian community on the Board of Public Utilities. We have Senator Vingopal, Assemblyman Raj Mukherjee and Assemblyman Sternly. They are there, and also Shanti Narra, a commissioner from our own community. And so there are several council members. And so I just want to wish everybody a very happy and successful Independence Day, and wish all the brothers and sisters in India that hopefully we'll get over this COVID situation. Thank you.
Hello all ITV Gold members. We are celebrating today Indian Independence Day on Oak Tree Road. We are having lots of fun here, and everybody is celebrating and following the CDC rules also. I request everybody to come on Oak Tree Road right now and be with us and have a great day. It is really something which you will miss, and it is fun. So please do come. Thank you.
Raja Bhattiji, good afternoon. As always, thank you very much for covering us, our event. Thank you ITV Gold for covering IBA's Indian Independence Day Parade, which is 75th. So it's in a big way, we are all celebrating 30 year of anniversary. It's surrounded by all the people, their high power.
ITV Gold को बहुत बहुत प्रणाम. Thank you for covering this event. आप जैसे देख रहे हो आज लोगों में जितना उत्साह है यहाँ पे इंडिया डे परेड को लेकर, और इंडियन बिजनेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन IBA ने अरेंज की है ये परेड, और लोगों के अंदर बहुत ही उत्साह है. बहुत हज़ारों की ताज़ा में लोग यहाँ जमा हुए हैं. इसके लिए सबको इंडिया डे परेड मुबारक. सब लोग एंजॉय कीजिए आज. जय हिंद, भारत माता की जय. मैं कुणाल जोशी को देता हूँ अपना. आई एम नीलेश दसोंदी, NILESH DASONDI. थैंक यू.
Good afternoon. My name is Kunal Joshi, Vice President of IBA. Thank you ITV for covering the beautiful event. IBA India Day Parade is the 17th India Day Parade, and thank you everyone for coming here.
मैं चंद्रकांत पटेल इंडियन बिजनेस एसोसिएशन का चेयरमैन होने के नाते आज ये सबको बधाई देता हूँ. इंडिपेंडेंस डे की ये परेड हो रही है. आज 8 तारीख संडे है अगस्त की, और ये इतने सारे लोगों को देख के हमारा सीना गर्व से चौड़ा हो रहा है. और ये ITV के सपोर्ट का हम शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
I'm Kushi Patel, Miss India Florida.
And I'm the past Miss India USA, and we are so excited to be here today for the India Day Parade.
Yes, it's an amazing day outside. It's such a privilege to be the guest of honors, and we're looking forward to how this day goes and all the experiences we'll make today.
ITV Gold, Raja Bhattiji, thank you for giving me the platform. Thank you for being here with us today on India Day Parade. We have a fantastic event going on. It's just kickstarting, as you can see over here. So thank you for being here. Let's celebrate it together. Let's rock. Thank you.
In Vision of Asia, today, now we have our special segment with Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh. This week, we discuss President's new infrastructure-oriented package as well as resignation of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas, and I have the presence in the frame of Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Welcome, Dr. Sahab. Namaste.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
So many important developments happening, and we'll begin today's this week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh by looking at America, and especially the huge $1.2 trillion infrastructure package which President Biden succeeded in passing in the Senate. So, as we look at the promises through this package, your first response to this overall idea of President Biden?
I think it's a great package. It's really a great stimulus to the economy, and it brings a lot of jobs to the people, and it will increase our crumbling infrastructure to bring it to up to date and state of the art infrastructure. And therefore, I think it's a great bill, and I must congratulate both the President and the Senate to pass this $1.2 trillion bill.
And another important feather in the cap of President Biden is this is bipartisan, and 19 Republicans have also supported this. So that, I think, also proves a sort of success as far as his leadership is concerned.
Yes, and anything this kind of a bill, which is has a lot of long-lasting impact on the America, on the economy, on the people's life. I think being a bipartisan is a great thing. That way, it's real democratic bill, you know.
And now, as it moves further, and we see how overall it turns out to be. But if I may seek your input on some of the major features which are laid out in the bill from the point of view of how it is likely to work on economy, whether it will have more deficit, because most of the provision in this 1.2 trillion bill, we don't see immediately economy gaining. It is all about spending, whether it is about roads and bridges, whether it is about transit, or about broadband internet. So how do you see as a normal economic equation, is it going to increase more deficit for America?
Well, it will increase the deficit in the short term, but I think it will create a lot of new jobs. It will create high state-of-the-art infrastructures, and eventually that state-of-the-art infrastructure will lead to booming of the economy. And even in the beginning, even though there is more spending, but more jobs will be given, and so people will have more money in their pocket, and that leads to the growth of the economy. Whether economy is from the supply side or from the deficit side, doesn't matter in long term, because usually it balances out by itself.
Very well, that analysis is adding to the hope that it will have overall positive impact. I would also check with you on the provision of about $65 billion to expand broadband internet access. Now, generally speaking, as we see, the broadband as is provided by private carriers. Now, government-private partnership and such huge investment, how important do you think it will have in terms of the way America functions as an open market?
Well, I mean, always a private-public partnership of any kind, and particularly in the very important bill of any kind, it's very important, because by having a private-public partnership, the whole agenda gets protected by government support, as well as there is a private partnership, so it has its own way of governing, and that helps in the long run. So I think I would prefer this private-public partnership, which is kind of a win-win situation for the any project and its long-term impact.
And another important area where I see the farsightedness of American leadership is to earmark $7.5 billion for improving infrastructure for charging of electrified vehicles. I think that's quite exciting, and also it shows the visionary approach of America. Your response and importance of EV in terms of taking care of our environment.
Well, I mean, EV is very important part of the taking care of the environment, because by using the EV or having the EV, it really controls the gas emission and controls the getting the environment dirtier, and therefore it's very important. And I think now most of the companies are making EV, and I think government may make it mandatory or compulsory. At least 25% or 30% of their all vehicle of all the car company should be EV. And I think by doing that, government will be kind of helping overall the climate changes.
And I'm just loudly thinking with you, probably government should also work in collaboration with car manufacturers to come up with models which are offered at lower rate and which are EV. Because right now hybrid and these kind of cars are priced way higher, so a normal consumer find them unapproachable. Yeah.
I think it will happen, because as time goes, I mean, most of the car company will come up with the smaller car, EV car, which are EV car, and then it can be more affordable to the most of the public.
And now also moving towards another important subject, sitting in New York and New Jersey, our focus is even more on the way case related to New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is turning out, and on Tuesday he has stepped aside to sort of help the impeachment investigation. Your first response to this important news?
I think it's a good move, and that it's a very moral move. And by doing that, I think what he is offering is that, okay, please do the impartial investigation without any pressure or without any interference. And whatever comes out in the investigation will determine whether the governor will be impeached or not. And let's wait, time will tell us.
Of course, time is going to tell us, but as what we have been told so far, he has been charged for being sexually harassed multiple women, and that way he violated state law is the charge. And he says that this is politically motivated. How do you look at, and the way he gave his speech with resignation, he is referring to himself as a fighter, and as per his own viewpoint, he is clean, and these are false allegations on him.
Well, as you know, in the democracy or our legal system, always consider everyone is innocent until it proven guilty. So I think he also has a right to plead his or defend himself and say and prove that he is not guilty. And if it is so, then so be it. And if it is guilty, then he should be prosecuted. And now there is a criminal charges, so he might end up serving their even jail term. We don't know. So I think whatever happens, justice has to be served, and justice and all the victims and all on the both sides should be given opportunity or given the fair hearing to them.
Moving towards another important area which relates to dignity, safety, security and opportunity of growing as a nation. And from that point of view, how maritime confrontations sometimes check the growth of nations, as well as doesn't allow them to flourish as much as they can. That point, Dr. Parikh, was brought in front of the august audience at United Nations Security Council as president for the first time by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Your response to his short but pointed address at the United Nations?
I think what he said, though it was short but very up to the point, and it implies and it is correct that how all the member nations should behave with each other, how they help each other, and how they prosper together and with the help of each other. And that's I think what Prime Minister said. It's very relevant and very welcome speech by Prime Minister of India, and this shows that now India is arrived in the world stage, and India cannot be ignored. It's a third largest economy, plus it's a second largest populated country, and so India has its own role to play in the world environment.
Absolutely, and at this point, as we talk about India, India is ready to celebrate its 75th Independence Day and being conferred Padma Shri by Government of India. You are also asked to participate in series of presenting Jan Gana Man, and based on my informal interaction with you, you feel quite happy about the way digital media is also being used to enhance the spirit of celebrating India's democracy. So your response overall, the way things are moving towards this big celebration?
I think it's a 75th birthday of the India's independence. This shows that 75 years is a long time. India, in spite of its challenges, lack of education, overall literacy, lack of less literacy, and Indian democracy survived all the challenges, all ups and downs. And kudos to the Indian population, Indian people, that they like the democracy and they work for it, and they are kind of deserve to be a democratic country. And congratulations to all the people of India to be part of the democracy and be free and prosper and free economy.
Wonderful. So as I thank you very much for being a part of this weekly, taking your time and connecting with our viewers. Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, your parting words from today's sharing.
Well, I mean, dear friends, let me wish you again very, very happy and healthy 75th Independence Day of India. We are very proud of India, our motherland, because motherland is 75 years old, without any dictatorship, without any communism, without any other restriction. We all kind of work together and grow together in last 75 years. And really, I pray God that keep blessing us, Indian populations or Indian people, and we can be one day number one leader of our world. Thank you. We'll see you again next week. God bless America, God bless India, and God bless Indian American community. Jai Hind. Namaskar.
India Day Parade was held at Hicksville with a lot of enthusiasm, and in spite of drizzle, rain didn't dampen the spirit of India lovers. They came in large number, participated and stayed to witness many cultural items presented by enthusiastic and charged kids. Several organizations became a part of this festivity dedicated to Bharat Mata. Here are some highlights.
Namaste, the viewers of ITV Gold. It's really a pleasure to celebrate the 75th Independence Day of India in Hicksville, Long Island. I'm a proud founder of India Day Parade on Long Island. My best wishes to all of you and my special thanks to Dr. Sudhir Parikh for supporting the event. Thank you.
Hello everybody, I am Jyoti Gupta, IDP cultural chair with Amita Karwal also in cultural. And today we organize a very good cultural program for everyone. Lots of bhangra, garba, dances, mostly patriotic songs. And we have to create this kind of atmosphere which we never created before. Thanks to God, it was supposed to be rain, but it's very shining today. So thanks ITV and everybody for joining this IDP parade to celebrate India's 75th Independence Day anniversary.
Just come and enjoy the parade. You're going to have lots of fun. Bharat Mata Ki
Jai!
Bharat Mata Ki Jai, and all the good luck to the ITB committee and Mr. Deepak Bansal, the president, who has done the wonderful job for today, and wish him all the good luck. And the rain is not going to rain because I have already sent the request to the God. Thank you.
Hello and a very good morning to all our viewers. This is Dr. Bhavani Srinivasan calling from the India Day Parade. I'm one of the directors here. Congratulations to our president, Mr. Deepak Bansal. And look at this, Mother Nature has smiled on us, you know. She stopped the rain. We're going to have a wonderful day at the parade. Come out and enjoy it.
All right. Hello, everyone. We are here in Hicksville, and we're going to have an amazing, amazing India Day parade. You know, we have our community coming together, and this is such an awesome festive time. I am the state senator that represents this area. I'm Kevin Thomas, the first Indian American to represent the state up in Albany, and I'm so proud that we're doing this in my district. So happy Independence Day and Jai Hind.
Happy India Day, and we are so happy to be here and support this event today. Thank you.
National County Legislator Ronnie Drucker, it's my honor and privilege to be here today to celebrate Independence Day. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Supervisor Joe Saladino. What a thrill to be here with such important people like Tom DiNapoli and Deepak and our team from Oyster Bay.
State Controller Tom DiNapoli, happy to join all of my Nassau County friends.
And Tom Hand, happy to be here with you today.
Thank you everyone coming over here, joining our Independence Day. And I'm thankful to our county executive as well as our state department and our town supervisor Saladino, who has given us permission to do this parade, and we are really honored we have them here. We have a Grand Marshal, Dr. J. Sarkar, as well as we have a celebrity actress, Ileana Cruz. So she is also joining us with the parade, and we have our guest of honors, Dr. Noori Naveen Shahji, CEO of Navika Group, Ranju Batraji, Diwali Foundation President, as well as Ishan Shivanandji. So from Shivyo, everybody is participating in the parade. So please have fun and enjoy.
Hi, I'm Town of Oyster Bay Supervisor Joe Saladino. I'm here with all my friends, including Megan McCarty and Jennifer DeSena. We're here with Tom Hand, councilman in the town, and Rich Lamarcker, our town clerk, as well as our New York State Controller, Tom DiNapoli. And why? Because we're here for the excitement and the celebration. That is the 10th annual India Day Parade in beautiful Hicksville. The crowds are coming. We're having a great time, and we want to say congratulations.
Good afternoon. India is celebrating the 75th anniversary of the independence, and we are here at Hicksville, and we are really thrilled to celebrate the India Independence Day. My name is Dr. Jay Sarkar. I am the Grand Marshal representing the Americans in New York, and we came from India, and now we have adopted this land of America, and we're really grateful to have come from India, our motherland, and we are so thrilled to celebrate the Independence Day today. And we welcome you all to join us today for the celebration of India's Independence Day. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'm Nassau County Executive Laura Kerr and very happy to be joined by Senator Kevin Thomas. We're here at the India Day Parade. You can hear the music, you can hear the excitement. I am personally so grateful to all of the contributions of the Indian community right here in Nassau County. The community is growing, it is vibrant, it is diverse, and we're here to celebrate. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Senator Todd Kaminsky, wishing everybody a happy Independence Day. Really proud of the Indian American community here in Nassau County, thriving, moving forward, and we all have to be together. We survive and thrive here in Nassau because we're one community full of tolerance and love. God bless.
Hi, my name is Harish Thakkar. I'm here to support our Independence Day. You see here's raining, but you see thousands of people here and to respect our country and celebrating this Independence Day. And I see this team, IDP team, work really hard for last couple of days to put this event together.
Welcome back. You're watching Vision of Asia Voice of Community on ITV Gold, and in this weekly edition, we would like to greet you again on India's Independence Day with Jai Hind. And the spirit of India is inspiring to bring a sense of oneness and that unified consciousness, which is the message of Bharat Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we recollect especially on 15th August also. We have this program Vision of Asia every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. and weekly edition of Vision of Asia comes to you every Sunday at 11 a.m. We appreciate your continued support and love. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these short messages. After multiple charges of sexual harassment by several women, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo has finally resigned. And what lies beneath this development, Aditi Lamba talked to Assemblywoman Catalina Cruz on this developing story. Here are some highlights.
Governor Andrew Cuomo has resigned and he will be leaving office in 2 weeks. This is coming after the allegations of sexual harassment were proven true from the Attorney General. My question to you is, as a woman and as a public official, how is this making you feel? And do you think he finally took the right decision?
Look, I think this is a decision that the governor should have made weeks ago, whether it was to allow for the investigation to continue or whether it was just to put the people of New York first. This is the right thing to do. In the assembly, we were conducting our own investigation, looking at not just the issues around the sexual harassment, but also the possible misuse of public funds to write his book and the possible lying, basically, when it came to reporting how many people died in the senior living facilities from COVID. And so, it came as a little bit of a shock because while I thought that eventually he would resign, I didn't think that it would be now. But I do think that it's the right decision so that our state can move forward in recuperating from COVID.
Yes, there is so much work to be done. But, I have to ask you, the Me Too movement is huge in the state of New York. Governor Andrew Cuomo himself has supported it. You have supported it. So many women are supporting this movement. What does it mean for the movement when you see him resigning finally, but saying things like he thought it's a cultural difference, that he didn't know that he was actually, making the women uncomfortable? Do you agree with that? I think we've come way far from that, where he should have adjusted to the way that he needs to be held, accountable for his actions.
You and I come from cultures that love to embrace our family members. I think blaming this on culture is a little bit problematic, and it's disrespectful, frankly, because we have many family members who understand the difference between an appropriate hug and an inappropriate hug. And if he can't understand that difference, there's a problem here. So for me, it's more about the people and the survivors than it is about movement. While I get that the whole idea behind Me Too has helped raise awareness, raise voices, I think it's about the survivors, the victims who have had the courage to come forward and say, this happened to me and this is not acceptable and this should not continue. So my heart goes out to the many women, not only the 11 women in his report, but I can guarantee you that if they found 11, there were more that probably didn't come forward because they were fearful. And I understand that. And I send them all my respect and my love. And I look forward to seeing the day when you and I can show up to work without having to worry that someone's going to comment on our appearance instead of commenting on how good we are at our job.
Right. Unfortunately, as you said, this could be a story of hundreds of women that are working in public office, in politics, of sexual harassment, from their bosses. What do you say to women that want to come forward now with this story? This may be giving them a little motivation to say, hey, maybe I can try this, maybe somebody could hear me. What do you say to them?
I say to them, you're not alone. Unfortunately, it's happened to all of us. We've all been sexually harassed in one way or another. Someone has undermined how good we are at our job because we may look a certain way and treated us less than fairly. And what I say to the women that have had to endure that is, if we can go after the governor of the state of New York and demand that he respect women and step down because he hasn't, then we can help you.
Yes. What kind of changes would you like to make through the assembly and the power that you have for this particular cause, for the cause of Me Too movement? Because, we have marches every year, Assemblywoman, but it seems like it just gets worse.
I will say that the culture in Albany and the legislature has improved tremendously. We have more women, more young women who are in office and are demanding that we be respected and treated fairly and be treated not based on how we look, but on who we are and what we bring to the table. And I think, we also have packages of bills in the State Assembly and the Senate that tackle the issue of workplace sexual harassment and hold people accountable for those things. And my hope is that this will provide more fire to that conversation so we can pass that package next year.
Akash, Negi also brings pride for all of us with inspirations. He is someone who has climbed Everest. A part of 49-member crew, Akash Negi faced climatic obstacles as well as many difficulties posed by COVID-19. Nevertheless, he managed to succeed, and he was present to interact with Indian committee members at Royal Albert Palace recently. Our chairman, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, was also present on this occasion to encourage Akash and his spirit. Here are some highlights from that event.
And really, we are all proud of you. And congratulations to Mr. Negi and Mrs. Negi for having this kind of proud son. And really, we wish you all the best in the life. And I'm sure you can achieve quite a bit. And I would ask my media group to take the interview. We'll call you and we'll put you take the interview on the ITV. So people should know, get inspiration, how great you are and what are the challenges you came across and so forth. So again, congratulations, Mr. Negi, Akash, Mrs. Negi. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Akash, and I just came back from Everest 3 months ago. It was an extraordinary trip. We were about 46 people, but this season was especially difficult because of COVID and because of travel restrictions and so many other things. The weather was not conducive either. We had a lot of cyclones towards the end of the month in May, and because of that, we were delayed a lot. But it was a trip that I had been looking forward for many years, and I trained very hard for it for many, many months. And I was not ready to give up the trip because of these reasons. So we were about 46 people, about 10 summited Mount Everest. And I was one of the lucky ones to go up to the top, May 23rd at around 7:57 a.m.
Thank you ITB Gold for coming and covering this event. बहुत अच्छा लगा. I again want to thank Dr. Sudhir Parikh, जो मेरे एक शॉर्ट नोटिस पे परसों मेरी बात हुई और डॉक्टर पारिक was here with his wife, with his crew, ITB Gold, और अपनी जो 4-5 इनकी न्यूज़पेपर्स हैं, देसी टॉक वगैरह, वो सब लोग यहाँ पे हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच ITB Gold for covering this. एंड या मेरा ये मानना है कि celebrations, success should not be celebrated alone. It has to be celebrated with family, friends, and the community. And thank you, ITB Gold.
Yeah, as Bhavna said, this took a lot of hard work over the last 1 month, and a lot of it was done behind Akash's back. So we're just very happy and we're excited that Akash is back and he has achieved his goals. And so we're very, very excited, and we are so thankful that we have this opportunity to celebrate.
मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि मेरे बच्चों ने इतना हमें प्राउड फील कराया है, और बेटी पायलट बनी है, बेटा एवरेस्ट गया है, तो ऐसे लग रहा है कि हम लोग एवरेस्ट पे चले गए हैं. बहुत प्राउड फील कर रहे हैं.
Organizing this party for Akash since a long time, it was a surprise for him. We had to make sure that he doesn't know about it, and so everything that was done, it was done behind his back without him having any idea about it. So the entire planning committee, which is the three of us, we had to plan the entire thing here in his absence. That also included his parents and everybody else who's included here.
Yes, आज ये प्रोग्राम बहुत बेहतरीन था आकाश के लिए, और हमारी बहुत बेस्ट विशेस है आकाश को. बड़ा अच्छा सब लोगों का जो बेस्ट विशेस उसको मिला, बड़े एक्सपीरियंस लोगों से, और उसने जो काम किया बहुत सराहनीय है. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Ranu Rawat, and I'm friends with Akash for like almost 15 years. I know him since he was a teenager, and I went with him hiking also, but it's wonderful that he has gone to summit Everest.
There's a new Disney movie called Spin, and director of this movie is Manjari, Indian-American director, writer and producer. Manjari talks to us about this new venture. Take a look.
Welcome to Battle of the Beatmasters!
Show everybody who you really are.
I'm ready.
You were born ready.
It's all music.
Would you say that this movie could perhaps normalize South Asians in the bigger, stream of movies? Do you think this brings to the table the fact that we are also a part of a larger community that often get underrepresented? Do you think this kind of changes that conversation?
Absolutely. I think this changes the narrative. I mean, just by after watching the trailer, the number of messages I've gotten from not just Indian Americans, but from South Asians who have said, I wish we had this growing up. This is so amazing because this is going to normalize things for my kids, or I wish we had something like that, when we were kids. So it's definitely changing the narrative. I mean, it's Disney Channel's first Indian American lead story, and that in itself is a huge win, and I think the way sort of the Indian culture is represented also is relatable and it's contemporary. It's not sort of like your Little India are just made for, Indian audiences. It's completely universal and relatable. And I think that was one of the key things for me as a filmmaker is to present that in this sort of fresh, with a fresh perspective.
Friends.
Pizza drone.
Family. They're called TikTokos. Chill.
Night, Baba.
Repeat. Friends.
Check it.
Family.
This is why you're my favorite daughter.
Your only daughter. Chill. Repeat. That's perfect. Friends, family, chill. Friends, family, chill. Friend, family, chill. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Wait, hold up. Yeah, and I also feel that the movie could have had any ethnicity as, Ria. The story didn't depend upon her being South Asian. It depended about just her exploring the world around her. So let's talk about that world. In this movie, you are exploring the world of DJ and mixing. Very unconventional. So I have to ask you this very basic question. How does it feel to represent unconventional options for careers or passions for South Asians on the full screen? This is something that we discuss all the time, how our community still wants those conventional careers for us, and it's really hard to partake in other things. What does this make you feel like?
I think the narrative is changing, and it was so, like you said, it didn't have to be an Indian family because the story is so universal. It is so broad. It's about a girl who comes of age, through music and discovering her passion in creating beats and making music, and how sort of that comes together in her journey of embracing who she really is. And I think that is the center point of it all. That this is a story about somebody going after their dreams, and it's somebody about it's a story about someone chasing that true talent and then sharing it with the world. And she happens to be an Indian American. So I think the narrative definitely changes around sort of, we just want to be in IT or be doctors or be engineers. And this is, I think it's reflective of the world we live in, because I think for the longest time, Indian families have been represented as sort of like, super strict and it's like, oh, this is just the career path for you. But in reality, it's pretty different. I mean, just look at Avantika. She's pursuing acting, and I'm pursuing filmmaking, all unconventional choices that you wouldn't imagine otherwise.
Who is that?
I've never seen you smile like that before.
That's Max. He's a DJ. He's probably way too cool for me. Teach me how to spin.
You want to be a DJ?
So it's a date.
Ready, set, go. We don't stop until we're done. Take your places on the floor. Start in 3, 2, 1.
It's really amazing how you're picking all this up. You could be great.
So you're a musician.
With the movie, again, I want to talk about the DJ world. There are actually South Asians, that are pursuing that passion. Some of them are really known. They're huge. They have a lot of fan and followings. What do you have to say about that profession? I'm sure you got a great insight into it making this movie. What do you have to say to South Asians that are pursuing that?
I mean, I've had so many DJs, not just female DJs, but men write to me saying, this is amazing. We're so happy that we have a movie, finally a Desi movie on DJs.
Yeah.
And it's really heartwarming to get those messages and hear from them. And we had a DJ consultant on set. We had DJ master classes to make sure we get all the nuances right. We understand the technicalities, and we're showing everything the right way so that, that the subculture of DJing and DJs don't feel like, oh, that would never happen or that's wrong. So, we took great care in sort of all getting that detailing done really well. And I think it's exciting to explore something unconventional, like you said, and it's fun to have this sort of Indian American DJ coming of age story.
It's just a hobby.
Not DJ contest.
We entered for you. I loved making that song with Max, but what if there's no more music in me?
Your mother always said
It's all music.
she didn't run out of music, and neither will you. Go find it, let it out.
Let's talk about the music. And I'd actually like to talk about the background score first. Was it intentional to have classical elements infuse with Western music, because that's what you heard a lot in the movie while in the restaurant or even in the high school or even in their house. There was a theme to that. Did I get that right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it was important to sort of blend in, it was important to blend in this sort of cross-cultural fusion experience, because she's an Indian. She's grown up on, a lot of different songs as well because of her nani who's a Bollywood fan. So that's an influence. Her mother was a singer, and she's done some sort of classical Indian training. So that has influenced her sort of, what she listens to. And of course, I mean, she's an Indian American, so she listens to a whole other bunch of stuff. So it was very important to get that holistic palette for Ria in place. And our composer, Marius de Vries, who's just incredible at what he does, created that sort of musical palette where Max's music was more distinct, sort of, your electronic dance music that he's a fan of. And of course, Ria also, she's a fan of DJ Luca Sent and follows that music. But then she also follows this whole other eclectic mix. And I think when she makes her own track that she creates in the finale, that's got a little bit of everything that makes her who she is. And she brings that into her music. And it was important to give that nod to sort of the Indian instrumentation. So we brought in Salim Suleiman to bring that authentic touch for that aspect.
How was it working with Salim Suleiman? That was actually going to be my next question.
It's amazing working with them. I mean, they did Skater Girl. They did all the music for Skater Girl as well. They also did one of my short films, The Corner Table. So it was just, we have a shorthand, and it was just incredible to have them do an original song and, also do a couple of other elements in the film to sort of blend in that beautiful Indian fusion into the mix with what Marius was creating.
Welcome to Battle of the Beatmasters!
Show everybody who you really are.
I'm ready.
You were born ready.
It's all music.
Time to say goodbye from today's Vision of Asia Voicer community, but time also to recollect that on Facebook, if you stay connected with us, there is much more that is happening through that page of ITV Gold. Be friends with us there, subscribe to ITV Gold's YouTube channel, and keep writing to us, events@itvgold.com. Once again, greetings on India's Independence Day with a lot of love and pride of our Indian roots. Time to salute Bharat Mata with more love and a sense of unified consciousness, which is the hallmark of Bharat Mata. Unity in diversity. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Thanks for being with us. This is Ashok Vyas. Namaste.
Thank you.